Hey guys, it's your girl Mo.
It's your girl Nani.
It's your girl Honey.
And we are the RBB Gals.
Welcome back, guys, to season 2.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. And guess what? We have a feature today.
Yay!
So we have Mikara. And Mikara, you want to tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'm just a girl from New Jersey that's been all over the place, but I am a fashion entrepreneur. And I also do styling, but I've been venturing into the creative agency. So I've been doing a lot of advertising for independent fashion brands, and as well as, being like their brand muse and brand ambassadors.
That's amazing. You got all those different little titles. I like that.
Yes, it's fun to just hop around, not stay stagnant
Right.
into like one position. So,
Well,
Out here working.
I know, right? Well, being an entrepreneur, do you just feel like you have to expand, like to constantly create, like reinvent yourself?
Right.
I just always been someone that's always put my hand in multiple pots. I've always been like that since I was like a little kid. So now is the time where that's kind of been happening for everyone. That's how everyone's been like making their money. So this is kind of like something that I've been breathing all along. So putting my hand in every little avenue is kind of something I've been doing since I was like a little child. So my parents are not surprised by me just hopping around, doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm still like saying,
I know that's
How?
I know, right?
How, sis? Yeah.
Do you have an assistant to keep you focused?
"You said, do I have an assistant?"
Yeah, do you have an assistant?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she's real, guys.
Yes,
This is real. Goals.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So what we usually do at the beginning of the episode, we just did a little intro with yourself. This season, we're going to actually have specialty drinks, guys.
Yes.
We are leaving the champagne and Jose alone.
We got it. We're doing better.
So today we're just going to keep it simple for our featured guests, and we have, what is this, mimosas?
Yes.
Mimosas. So we have pictures on deck.
Yes. And for anybody that doesn't know what mimosas are, what are they?
Champagne. I'm doing 2 parts and 1 part orange juice for the color.
Remember, pinkies up when you're drinking. Keep it classy.
We're doing a little clink, 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 clink. So what are we toasting to?
New year.
New
Year,
Year coming.
yes.
Yes.
Clink,
Good
clink.
one. New podcast, new goals,
New you.
new me.
New year, new me. That's the vibe.
It could be a vibe.
New year, kind of same me, but you
Yeah.
know, we'll
Me
see.
being better than last year.
Or I like
Yeah.
new year, same me, different goals.
Yes,
I like
there
that.
we go.
I like
Clink to that.
Yeah,
Clink,
yeah.
clink, clink.
Make
Yeah.
sure you write that down.
Trademark,
I had
guys.
that on the caption, so.
Okay, maybe not trademark that. But before we get into the meat and potatoes and everything, RBB gals, what's been going on with y'all?
Out here just working.
Size. I do want to take just a minute, kind of just apologize, I guess, to the fans, because we kind of like...
Dipped off.
Yeah.
Things got hectic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot, guys. Like, it's
Real
a lot
life
going
kicked
on.
in.
It's a lot. Trying to do a business, the podcast. We're trying to bring a lot of new ideas and new things to you all next year, 2019. So we want to say stay tuned. Continue the support. Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay tuned.
And I'm pretty sure Mikara knows, like, just trying to be an entrepreneur probably in the beginning, you probably, like, you struggle. Like, it's
Time
a lot.
management.
Time management.
Yeah.
It's definitely hard. So we apologize, guys, but we are going to be better than ever.
Yes.
So look
Season
out
Back
for us.
stronger.
Yeah. Season 2 is, yes.
Just yes.
Yes. All right. So, Mikara,
Yes.
where did you begin? Where was your start?
Where did I start?
You gotta think about it.
Fashion just kept coming into my life. I did not intend to be in it. I wanted to be a model for all the wrong reasons in like when I was 17, 18. Trying to be accepted as a dark-skinned girl. That went wrong, so I kind of stopped that, went into nursing. I got my nursing degree, and then I met a stylist at an airport. He told me to just come with him to a project And I said, okay, I like this. You know, people been asking me to kind of like dress them and ask them for their opinion. So I kind of went underneath his wing. Then I did some internships at New York Fashion Week, and the wheels just started like, the doors just started opening for me. And then like other stuff just started flourishing, but I wasn't really trying. So I'm just kind of like on the fence on whether or not I should do it, because, you know, no one really glamorized fashion like that.
Yeah.
So now that social media is like booming, I've been like getting so many inquiries, and I kind of just been perfecting it these last like 3 years.
Who were some of your like earlier fashion inspirations?
If you had any.
I will always love Jewel Ambrose.
Oh, I love her.
I mean, I've had inspiration like when I was younger. I was always into fashion and stuff too.
Same,
So
Jewel Ambrose. I love Zarina Ackers. That's Beyonce's stylist. She's so colorful. I just love it.
yeah, I love
And I like a lot of like the micro influencers that you see like on Instagram. I don't really look so much into celebrities and the big names, because they kind of look at the street style. Like street style is more so taking over the big luxury brands, because they are reaching out to influencers more so than like the supermodels.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing too. Like now with social media, some people like start to see like, I guess, street style now, and they're like, oh, that's new, and it's like, no, it's not.
It's been around.
That's good though. So first off, congratulations on being a freaking nurse. Like, that's a feat in and of itself. I mean, even if you don't
Whole
use
nother
it,
beast.
that's a whole other beast. So in and of itself, but to really start like that, did you feel when you got that person that was like, oh, come with me, like to the, you know, take this chance? Did you have a moment where you're like, this is a scam, I shouldn't do this?
No, because he took me on set on a movie, Dear White People. So it was like a real thing.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
like a real stylist.
Okay.
It wasn't like one of those scammers. No.
Okay. You're walking down the street like, come into this building.
Just like dive in.
But yeah, he was very supportive. He was, and I was just like, well, this scene, the LA scene, the West Coast, was just not my thing. I'm very blunt.
Yeah.
My
East
mouth,
Coast.
my mouth can get very snazzy, and I was like, I don't like this. So he was like, just try on the East Coast. So I just went back to the East Coast, and it went well. So I said,
It's definitely a different fashion.
Yeah, it's a different
Style.
vibe.
Yeah,
It's a different vibe from
yeah.
West Coast.
Yeah. So I can see that. So can you say like the beginning of transitioning into your career, was it easy like for you, or did you kind of have some times where you're like, oh, I just need to go back to nursing?
Well, I'm stubborn. I'm hard-headed. So I took things the long way when I didn't need to. But yeah, leaving out the nursing field, like I like it, but I don't love it, because I knew the politics was going to start getting hand in hand. And when the government froze in 2013, I was like, yeah, I need to leave, like for good. Yeah, for me to leave nursing, like it wasn't that hard, but I knew I wanted to help people, but just not in that capacity of the health field. So it was just finding like my niche in the fashion industry, because I knew I was not liking styling celebrities. They are a headache.
Gosh.
They are
Can
a headache.
imagine.
I said I might as well just stay in the health field for this. So I just had to like find my way through it. So
Figure out what your passion was.
yeah.
And how did you transition from, you know, doing modeling and styling to becoming like a full entrepreneur in your journey?
Well, when I was going to like these little parties where like the designers would like showcase their collections, I don't even think they have it anymore. I forgot what you call it, but they would like invite models to come to the party. You would wear like their design, and like people would ask you like what you're wearing. So you have to wear like all black before you get there. But me being hard headed and stubborn, like I would never wear black. I would never wear black. I would wear like these gaudy earrings, accessories. I would just be outspoken by my visual appearance. I've always just been like visual. I always draw people in visually, instead of you like knowing that I'm in the room verbally. Like you always knew I was there in the room visually.
It's like, see me first.
Yeah.
Right.
Ow.
So that's kind of how, I don't know, I kind of just put that in my head. People always tell me that, so I kind of just figured it out. Like I think advertising is more my niche of fashion, so that's kind of how I found my way. Like I think this is what I'm good at without even like feeling like it's work.
Okay.
So you found your passion,
Right.
and now you're making money off it.
Right.
Hashtag goals.
Goals. Super goals.
Super goals. So where are you going now? What's in the horizon for you?
So right now I'm like putting together my team for the creative agency, and I'm kind of like putting my packages together on how I want to advertise them, as well as like putting together like lookbooks or sponsorships or just anything visually communicating like what they want to do. And I also am taking like analytic classes, because I also want you guys to see what your strength with your what you're strong in, what your weakness and stuff like that, instead of just seeing like, oh, I have such likes. Like, no, I want you to see like more in depth with the digital stuff. So
Okay.
Which is so
It was
important.
so so much deeper than likes.
Yeah.
right.
Especially transitioning, like just kind of going into the social media aspect of it. How do you kind of focus for your actual page and brand and niche on your social media?
For my social media, I just know that I'm very good at putting stuff together, and it doesn't matter what age group I kind of can attract. So when I meet with the brand, I kind of ask them like, what is your goal? Who do you want to attract? And I kind of just draw that in. And that's what I'll do for like the brand. Like, what is your goal? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want your brand to stand for? So just looking at my Instagram, what do you guys like feel like I attract?
I
So
feel
you're
like
like-
it's definitely age range. Definitely, I would say at least 18 to 36. People of color, people who have not so, what can I say, like not basic, but basic taste. Like some people who actually, like I said, like I've always been into fashion and just like different things that like different patterns and colors that people will be like, oh, that's doing too much. It's too bright. It's not matching. It's like, I like stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like your sunglasses, like bringing that into podcast now, like those are definitely something that I feel like would attract me, because it's like something you wouldn't see on a regular basis when you look for sunglasses.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely like to be an individual. I really like your page. Your Instagram page is very colorful, but then it's very classic and timely, and then it's bold. It's just, there's like a lot there. So
Yeah.
And it still has like that minimalistic like
Yeah.
feel to it.
Yeah.
Like it's like just
Like
like
clean.
neat and
Yeah.
clean and
go look for it, guys.
Yeah.
Go take a look.
Yes. Well, that was the goal that I was trying to go for, is to kind of keep in the midst of college students that are trying to come out of school, and then the people who are like settling in their careers and still trying to look fashion forward and trendy. So so that's definitely the age group you guys got it on spot.
Yes.
We passed. And how do you balance your wants, desires in your career with the demands that come with, maintaining relationships?
Oh God.
Yeah, we're going in.
Yes. Now it's brunch, guys. Got the meat and potatoes.
Okay, so relationships. What type of relationships? You gotta be very particular with.
Okay.
We have it down.
Yeah. So let's start with platonic, like your
Yeah.
friendships. How do you just balance being an entrepreneur, you're being out here, being a public figure, and keeping friends?
I mean, some friends just have to get left behind.
Snip, snip. Say a
They
word.
just don't understand.
We have snacks over here.
Say a word.
They just don't understand like the sacrifices you have to do, the roles that you have to do, the hats that you have to put on, the amount of work, the amount of like customer service. It's just a lot that you have to do, and they just don't want to get on board. And on top of that, they're not supportive, so that automatically is like a cut. As far as the friends that are on board, you kind of just have to like let them know, you don't have to let them know like everything, but at least they're on the page of like your alignment of your goals, and they'll be a little bit more lenient. A lot of the times my friends now, they're kind of like on the same path as me, like they're trying to get their own business, they're trying to
So they understand.
so that would be right. But a lot of them are not like on the same path. Like the one that I'm very close with, she's like a beauty expert. So she's kind of aligned with my business, but she's not. But she
Right.
does understand the hustle. Another one's like an A&R for like a music group. So, I mean, we're kind of on the path, but I also can help him because, I can tell them, what to wear or whatever. But anything, my friends around me are like kind of aligned with what I have going on. But a lot of them I had to leave behind, or they got family, and I'm just like, well, I don't got no responsibilities except for this business, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah. It's definitely definitely talk
like
about
that
that
all the time.
like, all the time. Because especially, just going into business in itself is hard for people who don't have that same kind of business mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Or creative in general.
Yeah,
You have that
creative.
creative desire to like,
Do you
Yeah.
tend to gravitate more to like friends or people who are creatives now because you guys are in the same space, in the same headspace? Is it easier to make friends that way? Or if you're, I don't even know if you're making friends. I don't know if applications are coming through, but being accepted and reviewed.
I don't even know, because right now I've been like really like just nipping people and just like I gotta go because y'all lagging me behind. I just been meeting like random people.
And
So
just
just
connecting.
just connecting. If we're friends, we're friends. If we're not, we're not. Like I'm okay with just having like a very small circle of friends.
Associates, right?
Yeah. And I don't need to talk to my friends every day. Like just call me once a week to see if I'm alive, what state I'm in. Other than that, like I'm fine.
Oh, that's right. So then, how do you keep up with family and stuff? Do they just understand?
Well, I'm the child that's always everywhere. So
they knew it.
So, they like,
Nothing new.
We know what she's doing.
out and about.
Yeah, I left the house at 18, and they call what state are you in? Are you alive?
Gosh, girl, he was on the road.
Yeah, I've always been out and about. That's I'm like, how old are you guys? Where was I at that age? Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Somewhere.
I've moved 7 times when I was in my 20s.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, no.
How was that?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Amazing.
What states did you go to?
Oh God. Baltimore.
Okay.
Miami.
Okay.
Vegas. Dallas. Houston. Back to Baltimore. Back to Miami. And now I'm back to New Jersey. But I don't think we're gonna stay that long. But whatever.
Jersey.
To be continued on Jersey.
I don't want to be there, but I have to be there because New York is my element as far as the fashion. But if I can go overseas, that would be utterly amazing.
Yeah.
Where would you go? Where's your first place?
It's between South Africa or Shanghai.
Oh, wow. Those aren't typical. I like that.
Yeah, it's between those two.
Do they have really good fashion districts, or
Yeah.
they're kind of booming right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Colorful, booming layers. I love it. Yep. That's me.
Okay.
Stay tuned. And now,
Romantic relationships.
dish, dish, dish.
Sip, sip, sip. As the mimosas come in.
As far as romance, yeah, they have to be aligned with like your husband, especially with you being a female and you're gonna come across a lot of males. Males are insecure; they just don't want to say it, but as you get older, like they definitely let you know. But yeah, romance,
It's like nonverbal. You can tell the insecurities.
some males are verbal, some are not. I don't want to
Okay.
say all are, but it's like 50-50. But yeah, it's hard out here.
Well, being the residential single person in our group, yes, it is
Are you?
rough. Yeah, these two are in
Oh yeah, that was definitely me in my 20s.
yeah, they're in relationships.
And now everyone else is like married with kids, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, girl, I don't know what y'all talking about.
I'm still trying to be like, that's sorry. We ain't there yet.
Don't count us out yet.
Do you ever mix business with pleasure?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Nope.
No messiness?
Strict.
No,
Wow.
no.
I was about to be like, what messy story do you
Yeah,
have?
no. I tell them at the beginning, like, yeah, no.
We're not going there.
We're not going there. If you want to make a romantic move, you're going to have to cut this business off, like, after
Yeah.
this. And it's not going back in either. So, yeah, no business pleasure.
I can dig it. Make that money.
Yeah, no.
I know that's right. Listen.
She said no.
Have you ever had to end projects because that line was crossed and there wasn't
Yep.
an understanding?
Yeah.
I know that's right. Was it hard to move? Like,
Yeah, like, how do you address that?
yeah. No.
Well,
I like you. She's like, no.
I like her too.
Well, he had a freaking girlfriend.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, you talking to me like this and you got a girlfriend? I would never after this.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, like,
So understand though, like you're doing this to her, so like what's gonna happen when
right.
we're together? Like,
And you're just being messy because then you're bringing it into the workspace,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no. I didn't know he had a girlfriend at all until like a situation where we were like straight at the train station. Yeah, so, you know.
oh my god,
messy.
So messy. Absolutely.
So yeah, we had to cut that off. Next.
Thank you. Next,
Right?
Right.
So I'm assuming that any type of relationship that interferes with your work, you're willing to kind of cut that off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're not messing up my name because you can easily just type in my name in
Right.
Google and it comes up. And my name is not common, so I come right up.
Right. Yeah.
You know, we're not doing that. And it's a small circle in New York. Like,
Yeah.
once you
Yeah.
start rubbing elbows, it kind of just gets kind of crazy. So, yeah, no, you're not messing up my future. Mm-mm.
Your reputation's everything. Your
Yeah.
name. Yeah. Well, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can men and women be platonic in relationship? Like, can they have that platonic friendship? Like with you, like there's a creative element. You're probably vibing and talking and feeling in depth. Like, how do you make it sure that it stays platonic?
Me and my cousin was just talking about this. I think it can. It's just as long as you guys kind of know what page you're on. Communication, I think, is everything, and I don't think everyone communicates very well because we got this digital age. But I mean, as long as you kind of ask each other like, what is your purpose for the relationship?
from the beginning.
be upfront
Right.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys are like hanging out a lot, I'm gonna just say ask the question because just
Yeah.
in case they kind of get their feelings, they get in their feelings. You kind of just need to ask.
Yeah, that's when it can get messy.
Yeah, because
Right.
you can be leading someone on and not even know it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
without being
Well, also,
intentional about it.
What I'm feeling like is, like, men for some reason, if you're hanging out with a woman and you're having like, you know, conversation and you're kind of caring about them, they sometimes think like, oh yeah, you want me to be your man. Like, it's like, whoa, like that's what friends do too.
Right.
Right.
So there's like a little bit of a, I don't know, like a confusion that happens. Like, you just can't be friendly with a man for some reason and just like become a friend. It's like either you're a girlfriend or you're leading me on. It's like, can we have a
Where's the in
friendship?
between?
Yeah, like where's the in between at? So
I think it is hard though because like just like kind of bringing this from personal experiences from us as well. Like I feel like it is hard for me personally to have like friendships with guys. Like, you know what I mean? It's never been like I just want to be a friend, or it's like that whole you try to be a friend from the beginning
And then
it
it's
transitions, you're like,
that
whoa.
benefits. Friends with benefits.
No, it wasn't even no benefits.
It was no benefits.
It's just like no, that was never what happened
A
to
part
be
of the
friends.
plan.
Yeah. So
do you two have trouble? I'm not even sure if you guys make like
yeah, I have no guy.
I
friends.
have no guy friends. And it's not even because I'm not in a relationship. It's just I just don't have.
I feel like it's just an unspoken confrontation that I just don't even have time for.
Yeah.
Like, cause even if I only saw the guy as a friend, I just want to make sure he sees himself as a friend.
Right.
And then I'd also,
That is
cause I
clear.
live with my boyfriend, so I don't want him to, you know, it's just
Feel
messy.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
yeah.
And I just don't want it to be a bigger mess than it should be, because as being adults, you should be able to have however many friends you want.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I wouldn't want to disrespect my boyfriend. So it's like, I don't want to be friends with someone and then they start thinking like, you know, because guys are like, oh, you can't have friends. And it's like,
Do y'all share friends? I hope.
oh yeah. Yeah. So like, yeah, it's a mix.
So what's gonna happen if you guys break up? That's gonna be a disaster. They're
I
gonna
mean, I
to
have
pick
friends.
sides.
Oh no.
Oh, not like that.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
like that. Like
no.
we haven't have like mixed group of friends. So it's like
Yeah.
I have my friends and he has his friends, but it's like kind of cordial. Like if they can't
Yeah,
hear,
exactly.
Yeah.
we can all
Same.
yeah.
Kick it and-
Yeah.
But we don't have like
But
mutual,
if
like
we break up,
close
he's
friends.
taking with him.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That got nothing to do with me.
Take your friends.
Do you guys just not have opportunity to find like guy friends? Is that kind of what it is?
Yeah, it's the same. Like I never
Yeah.
run into it really.
I
Like,
can barely find a man
I
to
can be
take you on a
cordial
date.
with another guy. But, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even.
Like,
and we were just talking about that. I feel like even if it gets to the point, like if we're like in the store and someone's like, "Oh,
yeah,
are you grabbing something?" I'm like, "Whoa, sir."
Yeah, automatically. That just happened to me this morning.
So I do need to fix that.
Yeah,
Because I'm
automatically
like,
just
I
cut
have a
off my
boyfriend,
friend.
sir. He's like,
Like-
"Damn, I was just asking if you need to help with that. Like, no, I'm fine. When you're not fine.
Right.
I'm struggling to lift these bags. And I'm like, I can really use some help.
But I got it.
The whole independent woman starts coming in.
Yep.
That's a good question. That's funny.
So are you currently dating?
Oh God, I don't even know what you want to call it, but yeah, I guess
I call it a situationship. It's a situationship.
it's not even that.
No?
I'm just not like an openly vulnerable person because when I'm in it, like I'm like all the way in it. I don't like playing these little games, the tap and going through my Instagram, and I'm over it. I hate it. But yeah,
I concur. It's for the birds.
I'm dating.
It's hard, right?
I'm dating or
I
something
don't
like
want
that.
to. It's like I want
hate
to,
it.
but
I'm
it's,
enthusiastic.
I was talking to Mo about this, and it's like I'm trying to bring this word back. Lovers. I want a lover. I want someone that I want someone that I can, have intimate sex with. Like that's not just like you just. I don't know, pounding into me and it's just like bye, but like have fun, like be able to talk to you when we're together. We have this type of dynamic that's intimate, but it doesn't have to be like a label like, oh yeah, you're my girlfriend, but it's like when we're together, we're lovers, we enjoy each other, and then when you're not in my face or when we're not together, we go do our separate things. Nobody wants to be lovers. Everybody wants to be a fuck buddy, but nobody wants to be a buddy. Like, where's the buddy part? Like, where you at, friend?
That's what I was saying too, like how we maybe just talked about it, but I think too, like I think as soon as like that whole emotion, that dependence kind of like emotional stability, when guys kind of see that, that's when they're like, whoa, now you're trying to step into being my girl. Like, you know what I mean? They don't see it as like, how are we having sex, dating, and you also want me emotionally? Like, you're my girlfriend.
Yeah, like that's what
it is.
You want to be a girlfriend.
But that's the thing is like, because I'm actually trying to be poly. I'm trying to really get into that that realm, and I don't want to be someone's girlfriend. Like, I don't think I could be with someone for the rest of my life, just one person. But I just want to have intimate moments with certain people. Like, that's it. Like 2 or 3 people that I have intimate moments with that I really enjoy, and there's nothing more than just respect between us, but we don't need labels. Like, I'm not, trying to be married tomorrow.
Do you think it's harder for that, like, those type of situations to get complicated, though? Like, when emotions are involved?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so with poly, like, you really need to be upfront about everything, like, because you're dealing with multiple people. Like, I think people think of poly, it's where, like, you just fuck anybody and it's just whatever. But, like, you still have boundaries. So it's like, if I was dating someone and I'm poly and they're poly, okay, so we have, like, we come to an understanding within our relationship. Like, okay, I'm able to have sex with other people. Maybe they want to meet them and I'm okay with that. Like, there's different things that you can negotiate. Every poly relationship is completely different. But if you're upfront about it, that's what it is. Like, you continuously have to talk. And I don't think in monogamous relationships, you kind of get away with not talking about certain shit. Because it's kind of like assumptions of like, oh yeah, well, they're not going to cheat and you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. So you don't have to talk about other stuff. But with poly, you do, because, they might.
It's a different situation.
Yeah, they might come home with a person, or go, be at their home with a person, and you show up for brunch, and they didn't tell you.
And then it
And
goes
now
down.
now you got this like awkward situation where you're meeting their new lover, and they're like, like they didn't tell them that they're poly, so like
that was like,
yeah, it's like it could get very messy,
want no
very
parts.
very fast. But
I'm scared to have a male friend.
Like, no part. Too complicated for me.
But I like that idea though. But I think that's best for me. But like people who they're not everybody's poly. Like that's just how it is. Some people are monogamous, and that's fine.
It'll be guys though who like don't want a relationship but don't want you to also sleep with other people or
Which is
date other
weird.
people.
Of course.
So
So-
that's like,
You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like,
you haven't even told me you liked me.
but you don't want me to like somebody else or like.
But you haven't told me you like me.
Right.
So it was like, what is it when you want to only be with, or what they said, what is it, what do you call it when you don't want the other person to be with anybody else, but you don't want to like commit
Selfish.
to them?
That's a name
And they
for
were
it?
like mental illness, because it is. It's abusive.
That's a good one.
But like,
That's crazy.
But no, like some guys want to pull an Akbar, which is not okay.
I feel like you always reference Akbar.
Because Akbar's crazy, like, but because you know why Akbar is toxic? Because these are men that do this. Is that they'll have multiple women, not be upfront with them, and lure them in, give them all this, like, you put in all this emotional energy and all this stuff, and then you get hooked into someone, and then boom, it's like, oh, by the way, if you want to still keep messing with me, you got to deal with all this other shit, these 2 other women or 3 other women or my wife.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, that's not fair. Like, that's not fair. That should be spoken about up front, that you're in a poly relationship, that's what you do. Because also, I don't think with Akbar, what's her name?
This is a Love and Hip Hop
Yeah,
reference, guys.
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, you had me for like
Hollywood.
2 seconds because
Yeah,
I was
sorry.
like, who was
Tina
Akbar?
Marie?
Is this
Tina
in
Marie?
history? I
What's her
should
name?
know this.
Tierra Marie.
Tierra Marie.
How to make a girl feel. Remember that?
I'm pretty sure Akbar wouldn't have let her, and it shouldn't even be a but wouldn't have let her had another man come in, like, and dating another man while he was with her. That would have been like probably a no-go. So that's not healthy.
It's just
That's
like
not
this
healthy.
whole.
One-sided situation.
One-sided situations.
When I start
selfish.
thinking about this, it just makes my head hurt.
Yeah, it's
like,
complicated.
what is happening in this world?
That's why I get so intrigued by these conversations.
just
'cause I'm
like,
like, this is happening?
If I was dating somebody and you tell me you have not only a wife, but also a girlfriend,
Who are
and they're cool with the
all
situation,
in one relationship. Yeah, one
and now
relationship.
I have to go figure out where I play a part
fit in. Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, that's what happens in this world.
Yeah.
A lot of people are open to a lot of things. They just don't talk about it in front of you. You'll be very surprised.
And this is the thing. It's cool if you're open with it, but I don't think you should just kind of sway people into your
Yeah,
life.
like you were saying, being upfront with
That's
it.
the manipulative
Yeah,
part
just
of
be
it.
upfront.
That's that's
This is
not
what the situation is.
That's the abusive, unhealthy part.
Mental
of
illness.
That. Yeah, mental
Yeah,
illness.
I completely understand the aspect of not wanting to be with one person for the rest of your life. Like, trust me. But it's just the simple fact of the lies that have to go with it. Like,
Yeah.
It's the manipulation.
yeah.
It's
you
not
already
okay.
have 2 women, so
Yeah.
why do you have to lie for a third one? Like, it's
Just let me know, and I can decide if I want to be a
Yeah.
part of it or not.
Exactly.
But I think also guys do that just with monogamous dating. They'll, instead of saying, you know what, all I want is to just fuck you every couple of weeks
That's
or
why
every
I
couple.
asked all types of questions on the first date. I don't care. When the last time you took a HIV test? When was the last time
Get 'em,
you got
sis.
some? Yeah, I don't care.
Do you have a baby? Baby on the way.
Right.
Like,
do you have a baby on the way?
Yeah, on the
Good
way. Is it about to drop? Like, where is it?
We need to know.
I had one of those before. Like, oh, I don't have any kids. Oh, but my ex-girl is about to go into labor in 2 weeks. Excuse me?
What? Bye, sir.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
And we were friends.
Right.
I can't. I just can't.
We were friends.
But you can't. Like, you got to be real upfront about stuff. Like,
Yeah.
But it's annoying though, because some people will really go out of their way to lie like
I don't
shit.
like that.
And some people are really good at it. Some people are really good at just lying. And then you get caught, and then you, like, the first thing you ask is, damn, how did I miss that? And it's like, some people are just good at fucking lying.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they do. They're good at conning. Like, but also, I think we've said this before, you can't just tell everybody all your whole life up front, because if you're like, oh, I've had abusive boyfriends, and oh, nobody's ever like treated me to dinner, and nobody's done this and that, all they got to do is hit those little check marks.
Be like, oh, this is what I can get away
And
with.
then, and then you hit that's what you'll accept. You'll be like, oh man, he bought me dinner, he took me down to AC, and now
Sis.
But wait, y'all weren't living on the boardwalk. Y'all were at AppsCon. What is happening?
and now it's like he treats you with a little bit of respect. He'll call you and check up on you, and now you feel loved, and that's it.
Right.
And then, but
I mean, as you get older, your thrust kind of just goes up.
You
So
should.
now-
It should.
Right.
It should.
So the stuff that y'all talking about, I'm just like, oh yeah, no, you need to step your shit up.
yeah, no.
I done been through that by 25. Yeah, no. I got my own money now.
Yeah, it got to a point like in college, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
If it has to me being single and not having no dick for like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the
It's
too
self-respect
much.
and the lies.
Yeah.
And the, as I told Erica, I told Honey yesterday, I'll take that out. I'll take that out. Just because that would be a space so I can remember. But I told Honey yesterday, like, first of all, I'm not even. I would be single for 3 years. Before 5 years, I don't care how many years before I like get into these situations.
Yeah.
Like, it's just some of the stuff is like, come on, sis.
Yeah, like-
And I've been single
self-worth.
for I think it's going on 3 years now. I've been like completely single, and it feels good. Like now I'm like on a little celibacy kick.
Yeah.
And I just feel good because it's like I'm working on my money. I'm getting better in myself. Like, no niggas in my face doing like bullshit. Like, I just don't even have time for it. Like, if you don't meet certain criteria before even speaking to me, I can't. Like, if the first thing you talk about is something sexual, you can get the fuck out my out my DM. You can get out of my face.
You shouldn't
like,
be DMing anybody. Like, who responds to that?
Girl,
some people,
you'd be surprised.
I've had some crazy messages.
You'd be surprised.
It's
So a lot of
nasty.
celebrities hook up via DM, like,
Which is crazy. I didn't think that. I thought they always had their little. I need to shoot my shot to someone today.
I looked so it like popped up like what's his name? Michael B. Jordan slid into like a random's email DMs.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And I was just like, for one, I don't know if I would even respond, or am I like, all right, I'm about to set myself up to get played.
Oh, yeah.
I was look. Is this verified?
I know.
Is this real? Yeah, I'll be like, wrong person.
Right?
Did you get the wrong mo? Was it an extra underscore you missed?
Right.
I don't know.
Makara, with you being a public figure, do you get a lot of DM slides?
I actually don't.
All right.
I let someone look at my DM and they was just like, and I'm like, but if you come walk with me, you'll definitely see. But yeah, my DM,
Oh yeah, we need to do a walk in New York.
it will be a mess. Oh my god.
It's just the whole idea of like, do guys like, is it the cat calling or is it just, yo, ma, where you going? I'm trying to go with you.
Oh my god.
You got a boyfriend? Do he let you have friends?
No.
2002. What is
Yeah, they still do that, and I'm like, don't touch. I smack their hand.
Don't touch me, sir.
Yeah, don't touch me.
I got
don't know
something
where
for you.
your
Don't
hand's
touch
been.
me. Do they really touch you? Like they really try to grab your hand?
Yeah, I have a knife on me sometimes.
As you should.
Yeah.
She's ready. You should.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
yeah,
uncomfortable.
they
That's
touch
City
it,
is crazy though. New York
they
City.
snag.
Yeah. Especially don't touch my clothes. Like,
Yeah.
keep your fingers to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, don't.
Just be like, yeah.
This is dry cleaning, sir.
Like,
You too close.
it even gives you the right to be like, don't touch me.
Please
You're gonna
don't.
know me.
Please don't.
Yeah, they crazy.
Yeah, especially in New York.
New York is
Yeah.
crazy. Miami
City is
crazy
crazy.
because you got them
Those-
immigrants. They don't know no English. When you start cursing them out,
Yeah.
yeah, Poppy, I know some Spanish.
Get his ass right together.
Right.
You know body language. I'm telling you to back the fuck up.
Right.
Exactly.
Stop,
This
sir.
means.
From
my
mush your
God.
face.
This made me think about Miami.
So with you traveling and being all over the place and going different places, I'm pretty sure you established like friendships all over. But have you ever done long distance dating?
I have.
Are you currently?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to
No,
get some
that
mess.
Yeah, no.
No tea. I know
no
tea.
tea.
Yeah, the last relationship I was with, we tried a long distance thing, and then I went over to the West Coast. It did not work out, and I was just like, yeah, no, it's time to
Time to cut ties.
go.
What do you
I
think
need
is the
your
hardest?
energy.
What do you think is like the
She
hardest
just-
part about like long distance relationships?
You don't know what the hell they doing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Trust
at the
factor.
yeah, you don't know what the hell they doing on a note. What he was doing, like he was definitely stacking his money up. Like he an animal doctor, so them girls is looking at him, and I'm just like, the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't know what the hell they doing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it hard to have your life, like you're building one life and he's on the other side of the country building another life? Like, was it hard to like blend that together?
It
Like,
was, and then I also was confused because I was not liking my job. I mean, I liked my patients or whatever, but I just was not liking my job. And I kind of was taking my aggression out on him, and he still was kind of, just trying to calm me down. But I went over there and I was just like, yeah, no, I need to change. He was happy in his field, and I was just like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing in my life. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Right.
I was like 25, he was 30, and I'm just like,
Gotta figure
Gotta
out
figure it out.
I'm
You
slowing
first.
you down.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what I'm doing, but I still got my place over here. I still was not living with him. Yeah, I just needed to figure it out. And I was just like, we gotta part ways. I think that's what's best.
Do you try to part ways? Well, when you do end relationships, do you try to part them as kindly as possible, like so that a bridge isn't burned? Or the way you looking at me, she looking at me like, I'll do whatever I gotta do.
No, I'm just thinking about my cousin. I'm just thinking about my conversation.
I was like, see?
She can't be that.
What's the technique? like,
I was like, wait, what?
I'm thinking about the conversation with me and my cousin because my cousin's like, you are just so blunt.
But you have to be.
yeah, you do sometimes. You have to be
Because,
blunt.
like, it's
You have to
so
just be
easy.
upfront.
Like, especially I feel like it's easy for people to walk over you in general.
Yes.
And then when a man sees that, oh,
You can just do it.
I
and-
can just, I don't gotta try. Like you said, like, oh, she
Yeah.
just wants me to be nice and text her back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me just do that.
I don't know. I'm so blunt. People's been telling me like I'm just so mean, but I mean well. It's the truth though. But I can at least talk to all my exes. There's
Okay.
only one that I can't because I cursed him out good.
Did you deserve it?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
But I can talk to all my exes. Like I can call them up and they fine. But no, I'm blunt.
I think there's a good thing about being blunt. I have a friend that is super, super blunt, and she's from New York. And when I first started meeting her, like, she would tell me stuff. I'd be like, I need you to soften that blow, please. Like,
Oh, you
coming
said
for
that before.
coming for my fucking soul. But sometimes, like, when
You need
people,
to-
like, you just, nowadays, like, I'm just kind of like, no, that's how it is. Like,
Yeah. Keep it moving.
how you feel about the situation is how you feel. Like, I understand to a certain degree, but I'm doing what's best for me. So,
I think that's the biggest part of just like, you know, just in career, relationships, anything, just personal. You just have to like really do what's best for you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, regardless of how somebody said something, did something, you're like, you know what? To be honest, it wasn't working for me anyway. Like, I didn't want to, like, I didn't see any growth in this anyway, or any change, or whatever the case may be. Like, if it's not, you have to really get to the point. If it's not benefiting me, making you grow, then why am I here?
Right.
yeah.
Like, and that's, I think, the biggest part transitioning into adulthood, because
Yeah.
Don't nobody teach you nothing.
Nope.
No, they do not.
Don't know how to talk. Don't know how to communicate. Definitely don't know how to communicate.
Oh,
It's so hard.
yeah, this current time of just everything being online.
No one
Yeah,
knows how to
social-
have like a conversation.
Yeah,
Like
social
I
media
just
was-
randomly go up to people and they kind of just like freeze. I'm just like,
They're like, are you talking to, why are you making
Right.
eye contact? Like, really? Why are you looking at me in my eyes? The simple fact like that, we're in a time when people are like, I don't trust you. They looked at me dead in my face. And it's like, so you now you know what they look like, right?
I mean,
Right.
but still though, in Philly though, I still won't look people dead in their eyes when I'm down there. Like when I'm in Philly, like
I want to look you in the
I
eye,
know what that
snatch me
means.
up.
I won't
I
look
be
you dead in your eyes.
Yeah,
Like,
I be looking.
I don't. Not when I'm in Philly. Like I'll glance, but that whole, like that steady eye hold, like I feel like
Well,
we're
that's
about to
against
fight.
it, like, hi.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Because
when I hit you with a, I like your necklace.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Oh.
yes, you. The
That
one
been
who stared at me.
You. Oh, I'm good for that one.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like that whole awkward, like, I don't
That
like.
pause of
Yeah, I
just-
don't like the, what are you thinking?
I
Is this your plot? Like, because once again, if you've been staring at me, I need to know. Like now, I'm like, okay, well, they're this tall, they're this, and
I
they're
know,
about to
'cause
snatch
they
me
got-
up.
Right.
I need to know.
Assess real quick.
We're in time. Like times are crazy.
People are crazy.
Careers are crazy. Romance is crazy.
It is.
Yes, life is crazy.
but I'm having fun though.
That's
That's
all.
good.
That's
That's
what
the
it's
best
about.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
How
best
do you
part.
find dates? Let me know because I need help. But how do you find dates?
I've tried the online dating thing. I hate it.
terrible.
I cursed out my mentor. I was like, "Don't you ever create another profile for me ever again." Oh my god!
I should do one just because. I just want to see.
I just be collecting them like Pokemon. Like I don't even be messaging them because I'm like,
It's terrible.
it is. Nobody knows how to talk.
But I just go to like random. I've been going to like random classes. I just like pick like a painting class or whatever, and just randomly just go up to people and just just have like a conversation with them and see if the conversation like kind of just vibes and just
Yeah.
kind of go off of that. Cause the whole internet thing and the algorithms and all this, and I'm just like, I don't want no more crazies. So I just been meeting people like randomly.
Real
'Cause
life.
I need to know vibes because you're wasting my time right now.
I went on a date, I think sometime last year, this year, and my dude was like 5'6", and I'm 5'5", and I wore heels, so it was just awkward from jump. So I was like, shit. So
Was he nice?
no, all he did was like no. Okay. I stayed. I didn't just like 2-step U-turn. That's rude. I'm not rude.
Okay, slowly walk out.
We sat down. Oh no, so he was like, "Do you want to get a drink?" I was like, "Okay." And anyone that knows me, I like a man that treats me. I like that. I like that man that is a gentleman. Like, you should at least buy me a drink, sir. Something.
Did y'all talk before y'all went on a date? Like,
Yeah, we like kind of had exchange on like the message or whatever.
text message or a conversation?
Text message. I didn't do a conversation. I just went
on
to
the
go out.
phone, right?
Yeah, I was like, people don't want to talk on the phone either.
Oh,
They
you
get
prefer a
freaked out.
conversation?
Yeah.
I like conversation. He didn't want to talk
no,
on the phone. It was weird.
I'm not texting you back.
Yeah, I feel like that's the whole thing too. Like with this whole like, cause like I met my boyfriend face to face, you know, old school. So it's just like. You can tell me you anybody. Like, you can really have me thinking you like, oh my God, this is my man. Like,
His profile was really good.
That's what I'm saying.
And we started vibing and having conversation.
I can tell him I'm like, I could be anybody. And then I go and I'm like,
He comes
I don't
and he
talk.
literally
I don't eat nothing. I'm just like weird as fuck.
Awkward.
He's
So
like,
who is this?
bitched about his neighbor, about how his neighbor bullied him.
Nobody wants to hear this.
And how like she was stealing his mail and all this stuff. Like I was like,
I wanna hear this.
yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's why I need a conversation. I need a conversation, FaceTime, something.
and I also like voices. Like,
Yeah.
because your voice, you
Might
might be
be-
texting that shit and then your voice is like,
Don't match
so
that.
what do you want to eat today?
Yeah, it don't match. Your voice gotta match what you saying.
It has to match. It
Yeah,
has to match.
emails, text messages, social media is all a big blur to me as far as the firm.
Yeah.
Like, no, I need conversation, or at least like a coffee date or something where we can just drink and then you can just go. But
That's
you
what
know,
it was. It was just we were just grabbing a drink. Like we like it was no dinner, no drink. It was just like grabbing a drink.
I
Seeing
still
how it
need a
goes,
conversation
and go.
first.
Yeah.
I need a conversation first. You're wasting my time.
So
I
when
can-
you're having that conversation, like what vibe are you looking for? Like what is it? What
if
is
he
it that
could-
clicks?
well,
Hold a conversation.
the first one is holding a conversation.
Because on the
And
phone,
then-
you can't be.
right.
Yeah. Pause.
Yeah, that like.
Do that.
Yeah,
the little
nah.
dots come up.
We're not doing that. First, I look for if he can hold a conversation. Then I see like what kind of things he's talking about in the conversation. Because if he's talking about some dog and neighbor bullshit, like I'm gonna call you back. I need to bring this customer up. Like I need to hear about goals. If you're trying to have kids, marriage, like I need
Do you
to
bring
know.
that up in the first?
Yes.
Okay.
She's actually blunt.
I'm loving it. I'm trying to get this energy.
Yes.
But teach me, sensei. Like teach me,
Yes.
master. Let me
Yeah,
know.
like what are your long term goals? Like what are your short term goals? Like
Mm-hmm.
what did you do as a child? Like I want to know those things. Like
Yeah.
what are you trying to have kids? Are you not trying to have kids?
How's
That's
your relationship
important.
with your parents?
Yeah.
Because that tells a lot too.
Oh,
that
yeah, I
too.
definitely do. No, the mother.
Oh yes.
Especially the
Yeah.
mother. Especially the mom.
The mother
Because
first.
she could either
The mother
be,
first.
She'd be
Yeah.
crazy or
It could be like, oh, I don't really talk to my mom, or it could be, I love my mom, and it's
Yeah.
like,
I'm gonna
What's
call
the tea
my
on that?
mom about this after I am done with you. Like,
I told my mom I was going out tonight, and it's like, wait a minute.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
like
come
mama's
on.
boy.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, no, we're not doing those.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
doing
like-
those. I'm not doing you hate your mom, and I'm not doing you love your mom too much. And your
Yeah,
mom
not
is
too much.
bullied.
Like
Yeah.
I want you to respect your mom, of course, and love
Yeah,
her, but
of
not
course.
be
But you can live your
overly.
life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Without exactly. Like no, we're not doing that at all.
Yeah, we're not. We're not.
Hovering over, like no.
But yeah, I need a conversation first, and then we can step out, and then from there, whatever. But yeah, no text. You're not getting a text message from me unless I'm late. There's
Yeah.
traffic. I'll respond to that. But yeah, other than that, no. Text messages, social media, emails, and what's up app. Like that's all a blur to me.
Yeah.
No.
So do you think it's too much if like you do start messaging a guy and they're like, oh, do you want to do like FaceTime, or is that like perfect for you? Because you like now I can see face, I can hear what you're talking about
Am I into him or am I not?
a little bit.
On
You're
the
interested.
fence.
I'm on the fence.
Take the FaceTime.
I'll take it. Okay. If we just starting out, you doing too much.
Okay, that's too much.
It's too much.
I feel like FaceTime could slowly
That's
slide
a-
into like I'm seeing your dick and it's
Yeah,
like
like,
no,
what you got
'cause,
on?
like like what you got
FaceTime
on
is
like,
very like yeah,
like a nigga
a
won't
little
like
intimate.
he'll be like up here, like you can see his face,
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden you pan
Yeah,
out, and
we
this
still
nigga
got
naked. Like,
we still got, we still got this conversation. Yeah, y'all.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday. I am wearing my work clothes.
They don't care. They can
They
go
don't
right
care.
on Instagram and see butt ass naked. Yeah, no, they don't care.
yeah, I don't care.
Social media has demolished everything, but yeah, they don't care.
Do you find it hard to find men that will actually talk to you on the phone?
No. Mm-mm.
Girl, I need to wherever you
But
are.
it's
I
also
need to
too
be.
like, what is the age range? Like, I obviously like.
Oh yeah.
You don't
So,
Over 30.
okay. So yeah. So
Oh, okay,
Over
there we
30.
go.
and
Okay, so
don't
we got- we
smoke.
getting
there we go.
somewhere.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over 30 and they cannot smoke. I do not like smokers.
Oh yeah.
Cigarettes or weed?
Both.
Okay.
I don't like smelling like smoke. I don't like being around it. Like, please clean your breath, brush it. Like, was you smoking today? Because I can smell it. Yeah. No.
I was like, because you said you blunt. I was like, wait, who me? I felt that one. I was like, not me.
I'll
not
definitely
me.
ask. Yeah, I don't like smokers. I'll deal with the kids. In my 20s, I was like, yeah, I don't want no guy with no kids, but I've mellowed. But yeah, over 30 and no
Once you
smoking.
hit 30, some things have to start changing.
Yeah.
That whole, I think, ideal of like, oh, I'm not taking this and I'm not taking that on. And you gotta start being like, well, once I always say too, like, well, what are you bringing to the table, sis?
Yeah.
That's
true.
Yeah.
Because you want this, and that,
Yeah.
and bringing this.
And you're not even telling me you a low key alcoholic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like low key, like. So you have to start really, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, no.
Bring back talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Talking on the
Yes,
phone.
falling asleep on the phone. That
Oh
was
my
the
God.
bomb.
I did that for a
Those
while
are
in
good
my
times.
relationship in the beginning.
When you
Those are
did
good times.
when you
All
woke
the
up in the
time.
morning and it's still there, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really there. That's really
Yeah.
cute.
Oh,
But it's
it's warm
like
my heart.
I know.
those
right?
little moments, like it's cute. Like I don't know, it's just more personal.
Everything is very fast, quick.
Yeah.
So getting on the phone is too much. Text messages only takes like what, 10 seconds?
And then I really don't like the whole text messaging thing because I don't like the whole you gotta pretend to like not see it for like 43 minutes.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then,
not doing that.
I'm like, if you
How
text
does
me,
that work? You guys like text right back, like,
well,
or
I,
do you
see,
have a
you know what I was
like, I don't
you have a
text
waiting
back.
time?
I ain't doing all that. So I was
Some
like,
people
I'm
do
I
that.
didn't want to do that,
You
but like
just
guys
text
think
back
you
and
just
be
should
like,
Oh, I don't want to
responding.
look thirsty.
I'm not responding.
Oh, if they
Good
text,
fucking
okay.
luck. When they get my number and I'm like, I hope you
Yeah.
call. And if he says why, I'm not responding to your text message. I only communicate via phone.
And you're living a fast lifestyle, so to be honest, the best way to contact you would be
phone.
phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like texting is like, I'm not looking at my phone. My
I
phone
don't
could
know,
be
yeah.
Over there.
Exactly.
It's bumfuck.
exactly. And it's more
Yeah.
intimate. It's like nice to be like, okay, I would just call them.
Yeah,
Even
I
if it's
meet
a 2
people.
minute.
Yeah, I meet people on a daily basis, and
Exactly.
I'm just like, if you want to attract me, like, I need to have a conversation,
Yeah.
not a text message. And like I said, social media, emails is all a blur because they all come to my phone.
Hashtag bring the phone back.
Yeah, no.
Bring phone calls back.
For real.
I'm not answering. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. I like that. Like that's supposed to be my mindset.
Good luck.
Like, good luck. I'm not texting back.
And
And anything,
it'll
good
say
luck.
red at
Oh, you do that too? Oh, and you leave them on red.
Spicy.
No
I like
fucks
it.
given. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. So we just been here, you know, sipping the mimosas,
I know.
chit chatting, talking and whatnot,
Talking.
talking to your girl Mikara.
Yes.
So, last question for me.
Mm-hmm.
How do you just balance this dating and life and entrepreneurship and just being this amazing woman that you are? Like, how do you just balance everything? Like,
definitely, I meditate in the morning, 10 minutes to myself when I get up. I meditate, and just kind of just setting like goals. I write down what I want to accomplish each day. I have like a journal of things I want to accomplish. Kind of scheduling stuff. But if I'm really into him, then I'll like
make
pencil
time.
it in, yeah. But just kind of just making like a daily visual board and just kind of just going by my day. As far as the dating thing, that has to be like more spontaneous because as we live in this world, everyone's been going by this new digital age rule. But yeah, I could just kind of just make like a daily visual board.
Okay.
So you just always keep your goals in mind. You're not just always focused.
Yeah, small little goals that go to the big goals and just kind of work my way through it.
Oh, that's right. That's
Okay.
actually really positive. I think I
Yeah.
should do that.
That's good.
And
Yeah.
what is your dream? What is like a project or something that you were just like, if I hit that, that's where it is?
I just want to be happy. I just don't want to feel like I'm working at all. I want to feel like I'm having fun. Every day is a fun day, and to have, my significant other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have like a set. Like I said, I didn't expect to be in the fashion industry. I just knew at the age of 14 I wanted to travel the world. My parents still have the paper. I don't know where the hell I'm going. When I graduate high school, I want to leave New Jersey and travel the world. I just want to be happy, travel, have my significant other, feeling like a best friend, and just create.
I like that.
Oh,
Well, big ups to your dreams and your goals and being out here being a everything stylist,
Being a
model,
boss.
being boss.
Yeah,
Yeah, being just a
bossy.
boss.
My last question, just for the fans, what advice would you give to like new entrepreneurs?
Definitely feel comfortable saying no.
Mm-hmm.
No is a statement. No, and you don't have to explain yourself when you say no.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely get comfortable saying no. Don't feel uncomfortable saying no. Know your worth, because your time will come.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. This
Say no, guys.
I know. Say no. Yes.
Say no.
Yeah, that goes for career, relationships,
Yeah,
everything.
because
So I
one
like
no opens up another door to yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
You have any shout outs? Shout outs for the kids?
Definitely shout out to all my crazy friends that I have been in crossing paths with, the old, the new, everyone, my team. Shout out to my parents.
Okay.
I
shout
have
out to the
been,
parents.
Mm-hmm.
I have been crazy. Done got arrested, traveled the world.
Wait, we didn't get that story.
Wait, what? Yeah, back up.
I've been asking for the messiness and
That's some tea.
Y'all ain't talking about relationships.
I ain't come here for the tea.
You ain't talking about the law.
I know that's right. Don't say nothing.
and it's not asked.
Right. But yeah, shout out to the parents, because I have been just, I'm doing this, and F this. I'm doing it. And they just have been there and just had to deal with it. But shout out to the parents.
Support
Whatever.
system.
Yeah.
Right. Because I have been everywhere, but thank God I'm not locked up. I'm not pregnant. I'm STD free.
Yes.
Never been pregnant. Never had an abortion. I'm good.
2018.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Listen.
Focus.
Shaking and moving.
Shaking and moving.
And where can the brunchies find you at?
You can definitely find me on Instagram. I'm more of an Instagram notes with Twitter. I don't know.
I can't
I'm
get
not,
jiggy with Twitter.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
So Instagram, you can find me Mikara, M_I_K_A_R_A. Mikara.
Y'all with these underscores.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Worse than mine.
They come at me every week.
Why?
Because I'm 3 underscores, Mo, with 4 E's, and then 4
Someone has
underscores. So I had your name.
Yeah,
What am I
someone
supposed to do?
has the regular Mikara. It's like some Japanese person. They're not even on there. And then there's someone
No, until she was checking.
yeah. And then it's somebody else with the dots. And I'm just like, what the F is you doing?
Right.
And
So
then
these
I'm just
underscores are
finding
needed.
out.
underscore, dot, dot, dot.
And we will put it in the description as well, just in case you forget an underscore.
And you guys know you can find us at Red Bottom Brunch on Instagram.
Yay.
And all of your, your favorite host. Our plugs will be on the bottom.
Yes.
In the description.
Yes. And you can find us with hashtags Red Bottom Brunch, hashtags RBB Podcast, and hashtag RBB Gals.
Yes.
And we're going to close this out, with some more mimosas. And
Are we doing
Yeah.
ending clink?
Yes.
Ending clink.
Thank you so much, Mikara, for coming out here and being our first interview.